Hello everyone, my name is Weeb, and today's video is about probably one of the most known anime in the anime industry and one of the most discussed anime in the anime community, and that anime is Sword Art Online. That's right, with the upcoming of the new season, I thought there wasn't a better chance to talk about not only what I think about the new season that is coming, but also the old series that already passed. Of course, I don't think I have to warn you, but this video will contain spoilers, but for real, if you haven't watched Sword Art Online yet, well, it's been some years, you know. Sword Art Online is, without doubt, one of the most discussed anime. After all, if you search Sword Art Online or SAO in YouTube, you will find multiple results. There are people that love it and people that hate it. There are people that consider Asuna and Kirito her waifu and husbandu, and people that can't stand Kirito because he's just too overpowered. And that's why Sword Art Online will never end until Sword Art Online will only end when the author of the series will have no more ideas to share with the world about this great universe that Sword Art Online is. And when I say great, I don't mean that a good universe that I'll share my opinion later, but I mean that it's a big universe, especially because they can switch from the game Sword Art Online to GGO or the new game Alicization. I think it's a game. I know there's a manga adaptation, but I never read it. But especially when you can switch from server, literally, switch from game, the universe that can be created through the Sword Art original universe, it's huge. And you might think, okay, with all this talk, do you like it or not? Well, there's the thing. I like Sword Art Online, especially because it was one of the first anime I've ever watched. So, basically was almost the first anime that I watch as an anime, you see. And let's just say that I like it, although I know it kinda sucks because it has a lot of plot holes and things that just don't make sense, but it's being so close to my heart, being the first anime I ever watched as an anime and not as something that was airing on TV like Dragon Ball that I watched dubbed in my language. It's something completely different, and that's why I like Sword Art Online, but I don't love it because, man, sometimes really I get pissed because of some things that happen, and I really legitimately freak out because fucking hell. But I have to say, this new season looks promising. I think that some of the points that make me dislike SAO were improved in this new season, so I'll be waiting, and I am excited, and that's an anime that I'll be watching next season, certainly. But well, though I haven't read the manga of Alicization, so I don't have a lot to talk about Alicization, especially because the trailer is very short. But I can say that I am excited to watch. Yes, I am. And I will be watching next season, but I guess that's all I have to say for now, because there's not a lot of things I could say, because I literally don't know what's coming. I know that Kirito somehow will be put in the game Alicization in that virtual world, and I don't know more. For the trailer I can see that he's searching for a certain girl, and he has the help of Kirito V2 with blonde hair, because if you look to the characters, just like Kirito, just with blonde hair. But I don't know. Let's see what this season, third season has to offer us. Okay, let's start off talking the things that I don't like that much in Sword Art Online, or I don't like, and then we'll get to the things that really pisses me off so much that, man, I get pissed every time I talk about this. But first, the things that, in my opinion, could be improved, but like not eliminated, that are bad but not that bad. Well, first off, the thing of if you die here in the game, you die in real life, because that is too extreme. It's too extreme for a kid, because we know that lots of kids watch anime. You can be an adult and been watching anime, but normally kids and teenagers watch anime, and a kid to see that a game can be almost as dangerous as death, or as dangerous as death, I don't think that's a good thing. Well, maybe I'm just overprotecting the children that are watching the anime, but I think that telling that you could die in the game, so be careful, is too over-exaggerated. It's a good point that you can make, but if you want to make an anime about that, you should make an anime more like Evangelion, that children won't understand and don't keep interest in it, and so only the adults watch Evangelion, or teenagers, and many of times not even those persons can understand the true meaning of Evangelion. And if you want to make something that deep, you should do something like Evangelion, because children don't watch Evangelion. Like, most of the children don't watch Evangelion. Teenagers watch Evangelion, adults watch Evangelion, but SAO is something that is watched by everyone, especially because it became not only a meme but also a very discussed anime in the anime community. So everyone that's in the anime community starts watching SAO to give up his own opinion about SAO. But I really think that the death thing is too over exaggerated. You could make other things, something like if you die in the game, you can't come back to the game, and players will be almost as desperate as not dying because in the game, because they will die in real life. Because, man, there are people that are completely obsessed with SAO and like rewatching the anime. If you don't get it, people waited days to get SAO. They were completely obsessed. Imagine if one of those persons lost in the game and could never play the game again. I think they would get very desperate and maybe trying suicide, because there are some people that do crazy stuff for crazy things, and I think that would be a way to, soft things a little bit and make it more childish in one way, but don't make it too much childish so teens and adults would enjoy it too. Other thing that, well, I think that just don't make sense, but well, okay, it's that Kirito or Kirito is too overpowered, maybe? Like, come on, not the fact that he's like super pro in the game, because okay, that can be explained because okay, he's an beta player, so he had experience with the game before, so he knew how to play before the other rest of the players, and so he could improve himself quicker than all the other players, except other better players. And he's also a lot of obsessed with SAO, so of course he would like to improve his character as fast as he can. But not only is super OP as a player, he is like too smart and not oh my god, I'm already get triggered because he hacked the SAO system. That is supposed to be something that a kid like him shouldn't do. He is not able to do that. Okay? How the fuck was he able to do such thing? I don't get it. The only reason is because he's a fucking god. Oh yes, Kirito! Please, Kirito, teach us the secret to be fucking overpowered. Next in the list is, how did Kirito find out that there was 2 death guns? Like, they say it was with the tails of those lizard things, but I'm pretty sure it was with Sinon's ass. He was like, oh wait, 2 butt cheeks. Oh my god, there's 2 death guns. That's the only chance I see. This explosion sound that you hear, it's when I'm so triggered that I can't even talk. So just to explain why you're hearing these explosions, it's when my head is exploding for the amount of trigger I have accumulated. Other thing that really pisses me off, and this one almost gets to that piss me off, and I just don't put that because okay, because they're the main villains and there's no way we can change it, because you can change the story if you want to change these sins. Fucking hell, you have to change the whole story of SAO. And what those sins are, very simple. The rape sins. Oh my god, that is fucking annoying. Okay, that is fucking annoying. First, that bad guy from second arc that wanted to marry Asuna, he's like, at least the age that I give him at least is 25, and she's not even 18, she's 17. How do you explain me that? How the fuck do you explain me that? He wants to marry a girl just because she's pretty. Come on, from every single person in the fucking universe, or in Japan, you're gonna tell me that Asuna was the prettiest one and the most interesting one. Come on, what the fuck? And well, because Kirito is a god and he somehow acted in the game twice, let's just say that the bad guy knew that Kirito was after him and decided to rape. Because don't tell me that is giving a little party to Asuna. That's not a party. Fuck off. He's raping her. He is literally raping Asuna in front of Kirito. And we all watched that. Fucking hell. And the second time that happened was with Sinon. Like, do you remember that friend that was supposed to kill Sinon with the poison and then kill himself because he loved Sinon, which Sinon's actual name is Asada-san. He literally screamed Asada-san so many times that he can give you an headache. If you see that scene, you can get a fucking headache just watching him say Asada-san so many times with that rape face. He literally pulls her. I don't know how a fucking teenager is that strong to pull a fucking girl like that, but he did, and he pulls her and goes right, like in that position immediately, and he just don't do it there because Kirito arrives. Kirito is a god. I know that's not the topic, but Kirito is a fucking god. He arrives always at the right time. He acts the game at the right time. He's a fucking god! Jesus Christ! Now, let's get to the things that, well, don't make sense either, but these ones are specifically awful. Man, these ones really, I can't even talk. I get so triggered with these scenes that I can't even talk. Well, first off, how the fuck did Kirito act the SAO system? How the fuck did he act? Did he act it? How the fuck? It's impossible. It's a brand new game that no one knows how to configure it. He doesn't know the configurations. It's brand new, different from all others, and even so, he's able to act in it. And he transformed an AI in an object in game. And fucking AI, one of the most complex systems known for us humans till today. Like, an AI, it's so complex that not even the best scientists, best informatic experts know how to work with it well yet. And a fucking 14 or 15-year-old boy, at the time I think he's already 15, or maybe he's already 16, I don't know, but that's not the point, because even if you're 16, you can't hack a fucking new game and turn a fucking AI in an object in game. This really pisses me off. It's yeah. The second point is specifically annoying, because, well, just let's suppose that, okay, Kirito is able to hack the SAO system. He's able to turn an AI into an object in game. He's able to do all that because he learned how to magically, I don't know. But so he did all of that and didn't think even once that he could turn on the log off button. He's like, what the fuck? It's a configuration that already is in the fucking game. It's way easier than put a fucking AI in virtual reality in the game. It's way easier than do it, and he didn't even think of it. Okay, it's like, okay, I'm hacking the system here. Okay, I could do a lot of things here. Let's see. Turn on the logout button. No, that's too easy for me. Turn a fucking AI in an object game. No, that's too easy. You know what I'm getting? 2 swords, bitches! Talking about the good things, because there are some good things. For example, the GGO alternative story. The GGO alternative story is actually, in my opinion, better than the original story, especially because at least Lan, the main character, has some problems. Not when I say problems, she doesn't like to be tall, so she tries the virtual reality so she could be a small, cute character in those in the game, and she could live as a small, cute character, which is the ideology of her. For her, a cute lolly, basically a lolly, is what she considers a beautiful person, and she is the opposite. She's tall and she isn't cute according to herself, and she starts playing because of that, and she almost fails her mission, and that it's more interesting than seeing a guy starting like as a fucking overpowered player and being an overpowered player all the time. And what the fuck, it's just, in my opinion, GGO has a way more interesting main character. Other really good aspect about SAO is its openings and endings, especially the first opening of the first season and the first opening of the second season. They are probably the most known openings, and they are really good. But when I say really good, I'm not joking. They are really, really good. They are one of my I just love those openings. They are amazing. They really fit the anime series really well, and they are beautiful, and at the same time give that hype that you feel when you're seeing the action scenes. Also, other thing that also involves the music, it's their soundtracks. The soundtracks are pretty good, especially like the calm soundtrack when they show the romance scenes between Kirito and Asuna, and the battle scenes. Those two soundtracks are pretty amazing. Other really good thing that Sword Art Online made really well was the romance between Kirito and Asuna. Although Asuna isn't my favorite SAO girl, because I'm not a great fan of tsundere, and she's kinda tsundere. If you don't know what a tsundere is, I'll leave in the card now my dere video where you can check all kinds of deres. There are a lot of deres, and you know, I'm not a specific fan of tsundere, but I have to say that this romance that Kirito has with Asuna is really well worked up. Then you also have the movie that came out, and well, the movie, it's actually good. It's the first time we see Kirito not as an overpowered creature, but as a regular human that has his problems and he's not perfect, although he's almost perfect. But we can see more the human side of Kirito. which I really liked. Well guys, that was the video, but this is certainly not the last time you heard about SAO in my channel, because I have a lot to say about SAO. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I see you guys in my next video. Keep watching anime.